Money Radio, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. It's time to talk precious metals, and it's a pleasure to welcome Nick Grovich, owner and president of American Federal Rare Coin and Bullion. And yes, you have heard that name on Money Radio before. Nick hosts his own show right here on Money Radio. Nick, good to see you.
Well, thank you.
You are a professional coin dealer, have been since around 1980.
That's correct.
And you own American Federal, and you've written about this as well. You have a book, The Big Lies and Absolute Truth.
I wrote 2 books, Big Lies and Absolute Truths. I have a new book coming out later this summer.
And what will that tell us about?
Well, that's going to be an update on the markets. The trends seem to be changing quite a bit in the precious metals and the coin markets, so it's time for an update. A lot of the market has changed quite a bit. So now that gold has dropped from $1,900 and silver's down from $48, we're in a whole new market. And about every 10 or 20 years, the market in the rare coin market also changes. So it's going to be an update on hopefully what people can expect to see over the next 5 years.
Give us a brief idea. What's that long-term outlook?
Well, I think that the bullion markets, the gold and silver markets, might be soft for a while. Whenever the markets drop in price like they just have, people are always waiting for the markets to turn around and immediately go back up. And I think they forget, after the market dropped in 1980, it took 20 years for the gold market to come back.
Yeah.
And so I think there's going to be some changes. I think the market's going to turn more towards the strategic metals like platinum and palladium. I think you're going to see a little resurgence in some of the rare coin market, although, as we talked about, I don't think rare coins are for everybody.
Yeah, this is an interesting thing. Your company is American Federal Rare Coin and Bullion, and yet when I listen to you, when we talk together, you're basically saying, nah, not so much rare coins.
Well, when I got into the business, I got into the rare coin business because I love rare coins. And in the 1980s, the rare coin market was a great market. Really wasn't that hard to make money in rare coins. So that's where I concentrated my efforts. Unfortunately, 1989, 1990, that rare coin market changed substantially. It was a huge, like I said, trend change. And rare coins dropped 75 to 90% in that 1 year's time. And I started doing research, and unfortunately for me, the research told me rare coins just weren't going to be a good buy for most people. And rather than find reasons to sell people rare coins, I just shared what I actually found. A lot of dealers will look for facts to support the rare coin market just to keep selling rare coins. And when I did my research, I didn't have my hypothesis already settled. In other words, I didn't decide I'm going to find every reason that rare coins should be a good buy. I took the information and let it tell me what to do.
Now, there's still a big market out there for rare coins. They're traded all over the place. But I don't know that it's so easy to understand the actual value of any specific rare coin.
Well, the problem is a lot of the people who are buying rare coins are simply buying them because they're sold to coins. So it's a little different. When I first got into business, the average buyer was someone who was already interested in rare coins. They had a little background. They knew what they wanted. They knew what they wanted to pay for coins. And it was more a matter of finding the coins that they wanted and then negotiating price. And today it seems that a lot of the precious metals dealers have gotten into the rare coin market more as a way to increase profits than really to sell a good investment. So they sell a lot of common coins. They sell a lot of coins that it's hard for people to really know what the coins are worth. They're taking someone's word about it, and believe it or not, there's not a lot of good information even on the internet on how to price rare coins.
And it's difficult because it can also change depending upon the condition of the coin. And that's a little bit difficult to understand and recognize. You can actually grade coins, correct?
That's correct.
So if somebody has a coin, they're interested in determining the actual grade of the coin and the value of the coin. they could come and see you.
We do that quite often. I will appraise the coins and I'll give them my opinion on what the quality of the coin is. The quality of the coin really determines the value. I had a local gentleman that we met at Financial Fest, brought a little $1 gold piece to Financial Fest, and of course the lighting there wasn't that good. And I told him, I said, well, I think the coin's worth $1,100 or $1,200, but you need to bring it by the office where I can take a good look, use the right lighting, and take a look at it. And once we looked at it, we had it looked like a really nice coin. I suggested we get it professionally graded by PCGS. And it turned out to be a much higher quality than even I suspected. We ended up getting him $7,000 for the coin. And, it's a coin he had shopped around town, and the most he was offered was $700 for the coin.
Wow.
So, it's worth having the coin looked at, and if it's worth spending the money to certify, it's worth getting it certified.
And really get the right value. That's important.
That takes all the guesswork out of it once it's certified.
You also sell bullion.
We sell gold, silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium, any type of bullion or bullion coins.
Very good. You have a newsletter.
We have a newsletter. We call it the Preferred Client Newsletter. What I try to do, it's not necessarily a weekly newsletter. I print it when there's something interesting going on in the market or when there's something I feel my clients need to know about. Interestingly, about 2/3 of the time I'm telling about situations they might want to sell their coins into rather than telling them which coins to buy. But,
that's refreshing.
It's something people are not used to. It's something, for example, if I buy 1,000 ounces of gold, I'm going to dump it into the wholesale market. A lot of times I'll offer that to my clients first so they can save a few percent. Likewise, if they want to sell coins, I can offer it to other clients.
How can we get a copy of the newsletter?
All you need to do is call my office at 480-553-5282. Ask them to get on the preferred client list. It is an email newsletter.
Okay, that's convenient. 480-553-5282. 480-553-5282. And you've got a seminar coming up in Scottsdale, April 21st.
That's correct.
Find out about that, get some details on that, maybe even make a reservation. 480-553-5282, American Federal, and that's also the website, AmericanFederal.com.
That's correct.
AmericanFederal.com, and 480-553-5282. Nick Grovich, pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.